This is the MCK conversion kit for the M&P Shield. Finally came in. I will be getting a 50-round drum for it and a backpack for carrying this little thing. We're gonna do a quick table top review on it. I might have to take a little small Dremel to this safety, but we'll talk about it. Okay. CAA USA Micro Conversion Kit, MCK. That's what the MCK stand for. It's for the M&P Shield, and these are the things that I ordered for it, because you can go on there and order all kind of stuff for it. Almost like an AR-15. But I got the red dot. I got the flashlight. And what is this? The thumb rest. I got the thumb rest. Okay. Here's the box. Okay, let's get it open. Okay, so this is what comes in the box. This is the chassis itself, the kit. You got paperwork. This is the accessories. If you want to go back online and buy a bunch of the accessories, you got that. You got more paperwork. User's manual, tell you how to clean it and stuff like that. And this one is pertaining to the M&P Shield. It's just telling you it's got an aluminum well, I'll show you. Here's the chassis itself. Folding stabilizing brace. And here, you push it to depress it. Depress that button. And when you locking it in here, because this is the hook for it, you lift up a little bit, and it locks in. And when you opening it up, you lift up again. I've seen a guy almost break his off because he didn't know how to take it off. He just pried the damn thing. Okay, here's the charging handle. It's already in there. What else? The top Picatinny reel, I can feel. It says it on the paper, but I'm just confirming it. I can feel it. It's aluminum. The side Picatinny rails are plastic. The barrel shroud is aluminum. I can feel it. I can tell. Yep, it's aluminum. The this is just a spacer right here. This is where your light or laser is gonna go, right here. The proprietary one, the one I bought. That's gonna go here. You squeeze here and here together simultaneously and pull that out and plop the other one in, the light or laser, whichever one you choose. Okay. I didn't choose a laser from them. I'm going to buy one on Amazon and put it right here at the top. I want it flat, okay? And what else am I missing? I go over the charging handle already. This one is the Gen 2. This is the Gen 2, okay? It comes with a mag release button. The other one you just push in there. The Gen 1 you just push in there and it just would hold it. But what I heard that the more you shoot, it just worked its way out. It's way out. So they put the, I don't know that to be true. That's what I've read. But they put the button on here, the mag release button, to prevent that from happening. So I'm going to put all this stuff on here really quickly. And then we'll get back to you. Oh yeah, single. Yeah, is this for the sling? I think it is. I think this is for the sling, single point sling right here. I'll look at the instructions and confirm that. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this stuff on. It ain't gonna take but a minute, and we'll be right back. Are back, and as you can see, we are completely empty. Things. And let's talk about the gun, okay? I mean the chassis. This is the chassis. First thing we're gonna talk about is the finger grooves, okay? Made comfortable, okay? You can tell they did their homework. Made extremely comfortable. You might not even need the thumb rest. I got, they come in a pack. I think they $20. They got bundle deals where you can get a lot of stuff for a different price. I think I went with one of the bundled deals. But I'm gonna take this side off because I'm right-handed. So I'm not gonna need this one. I'll put that one away. And I'm gonna just keep this thumb rest on. And when your thumb is on here, you can access a light or a laser, whichever one you put in your gun, you order for your gun, or it come with the bundle package. And if you're wondering, this is made by Olight. One press is on. It's pretty bright too. Three presses, strobes, 1, 2, 3, and off. Okay. So there's that. I already mentioned the mag release button on the updated one, on the Gen 2. This is the Gen 2's chassis, okay, for the M&P Shield. Now, let's talk about that while we over here. The mag catches work perfectly, okay? You already know. That's how it looks. That mag catch is made specifically for these magazines because here's an ETS. Now, I'm not talking about a Glock or any other. I'm talking about this one here, the M&P Shield 9. So this is an ETS, and you can see it fits in a handgun perfectly. But it's not going to fit in here. And I have seen the Glock ones fit in theirs. Nothing. Here's the little catches right here, but it just won't catch on them. So you'll have to run this in a gun if you want to carry it. Okay. That's just something to note. It's made specifically for these guns. Well, I like it. I'm gonna have mine like this. When I hit the range, that's how it looks. There's your optic. The optic is made by Crimson Trace. It's made specifically for the MCK. And long press cuts, you get a green button and a red, whichever one you want. Long press cuts it on, the power on, and long press cuts the power off, okay? And the more I look through these optics, the more I can't wait to get a range gun and get an optic specifically for that gun. I'm not gonna have it on my carry gun, that's just me. I don't want an optic on my carry gun, but I mean, everything is beautiful on this. This thing looks sweet. And while we on this side, I want to talk about this. This M&P Shield has a safety, okay? You cannot engage the safety because of this. You would think they would have made a little cutout right here for all the M&P Shield 9s, because of the safety. But you can't. Unless you got nails or something, you can lock it like that and then, or get up in here. And I don't have long fingernails. It's just, it's not made, it's basically made for non-safety. You can actuate it here, which I am going to do because this gun is going to live in this chassis. That's what I bought it for, you know. Oh man, it feels good. I can't wait to get to shooting it. Now, as far as this optic, here's your battery here. You're going to have this little piece in between the battery. You ain't going to be able to see it because the light I got over there is blowing this one out. It says remove before using. It's going to be in between the cap and the battery. So you have to take this out, then screw this back on, and then long press to get the battery to work. Okay, that's one thing to note. I'm going to get a laser right here, and if you're wondering why, because 9 times out of the 10, if you put, yeah, I got an optic on here, but if you put a laser on a bad guy, him or his buddy see that breaks up a lot of shit. Motherfuckers run before, you know what I'm saying? They know that's dangerous. So you might not have to shoot nobody, a criminal, if that laser is on them. Somebody gonna see it, you know what I'm saying? So that breaks up stuff immediately. Now, as far as this stabilizing brace, people keep talking about it's kind of loose. Man, it's nice and tight, okay? And it is a stabilizing brace. This is rubber. This goes around your arm. Lift up a little, locks out. This will go around your arm and strap on. That's basically what the brace is for. And this is rubber. Now, according to the ATF, you can put this on your shoulder or your chest, and they don't consider it a stock. Now, I did see a video where a guy, he had a stock for this. I didn't see it on their website, so maybe he bought it somewhere else. Let me see. Here's a lot of the stuff they sell. Do they sell stock? Nope. They just got the Gen 2 stabilizing brace and the short stabilizing brace. So I don't see a stock on here right offhand. But that guy had a stock on his, and if you put a stock on it, it automatically, according to the ATF, it automatically turns this chassis into a SBR, short barrel rifle. Okay, so you're gonna have to go get paperwork, and you're gonna have to get and you're gonna have to be taxed by Uncle Sam. So that's something to note. That's why with this, you don't have to do none of this. This does not change the classification of the firearm. This is still a gun, a handgun. Just like this is a handgun. Okay, so basically that is it. But the most important thing on here is when you get this thing, make sure this button comes all the way up. You put the gun, this is how you do it. You push this button, push back and lift up. Here's your charging handle right here. You would back the gun out. I don't feel like taking it back out. I want to play around with it a little bit. But you will back the gun out of here, and you will line up the serrations of your firearm on the slide with the serrations on the charging, this little charging handle, and push it in up in the front hard, and make sure it's in there hard, because otherwise it won't, otherwise it won't lock in properly. And you'll know when it's locked in because you push this down and push up. That pops up all the way like so, and then you'll see a red button over here. Red means ready to go. Okay, if you see half of that, that means it's not. Once you charge it, it's gonna this thing is gonna come up. That's why it's important for this button to be all the way up. This is a sling mount. I am going to go back and get the sling for it, but I have to go test it to make sure it runs, which I totally believe it will. Now today, as the recording of this video, they just released they just announced they released the SIG P365 and the Hellcat. Of course, I'm not going to be putting my my carry weapon in here because it gunks it up. You have to clean. They recommend you clean this after every 300 rounds. You know, in the inside, you just basically wipe the inside of it out, and then you clean your guns like you normally would. Okay, so why would you want one of these when it? You know, my coworkers asked me that. I think somebody on YouTube asked me too the same question. Why would you want one of these when it don't offer more velocity, or you know, it's just a 9mm? Because you know, for me personally, like I said, I needed to get this out. I was fiending for a sub gun, you know, PCC. So, and the most important thing is the stability of it. When you put this thing on here, and now I haven't shot this one. When I was on a farm about 2 weeks ago, you know, not that I was the only one that didn't have this chassis. They could, because a couple of guys out there had different chassis, but you know, my homeboy, he had this chassis for, he carries a Glock 40, a 48, and he had a Glock 43 sitting around, and he ordered a chassis for it. Now that chassis covers the Glock 43, 43X, and a 48, but he had his 43 in it. And I was reaching all the way down, almost 25 yards, getting nice tight groups with that thing. Something I cannot do with a handgun, just holding it. So that's why I got this. He had that. Somebody else had a shield. I checked out his shield, and I left there knowing I was ordering this chassis. I mean, it's not only does it look good, but it at the farm it was running. I haven't shot this one, so I don't know, but I will find out. And one more thing I want to tell you before I check out. This lock right here for the stabilizing brace, lift up, close. It serves another purpose. They have accessory called a brass catcher. You would just connect this the brass catcher with this bag, and it catches your brass. For people who are who likes to refill, you know, especially in these day and age. But the thing I don't like is, you know, the ATF probably used as an excuse to, you know, kind of go after CCA. What is it, CCA, or what is it called? Yeah, CCA USA. And the reason I'm saying that is because in Chicago and in Detroit and in a couple other states, I know in Atlanta, guys put plastic, they'll get a handgun, they'll put a plastic bag in there when they finna do a drive-by, okay? And they start shooting out the window to catch the brass, to catch the shells, so they won't have anything left at the scene. So I don't want the ATF to be trying to screw around with them because of that. But I know this video is long. I'll be trying to cut them down, but you know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to get the information out there too. But yeah, I'm finna check. With that said, I'm finna check out. I will hopefully remember to take the range is crowded, okay? And it's a nice ride to the farm. So the next off day I get, because I do want to test my the barrel on that Hellcat. I just bought a barrel for that. I have to test that. I have to run it. So I want to take this out there, and hopefully I remember to bring the camera. So there it is. This is the chassis, the MCK for the M&P Shield 9mm. And they make this also in the SIG P320. They got the M18, M17 coming out because they have a safety on the M18 and M17. So they have to, those are coming out. And then I told you about the Hellcat and the SIG P365. They also, the XD, I actually wanted it for the XD subcompact, but according to their website and the recording of this video right now, they were saying that on their website for the XDs, they don't make one of these chassis, these kits for a barrel less than 3.8 inches. And A subcompact XD is 3 inches on the nose, so that cancels them out, and they don't make a barrel for over 5 inches. So you have to get you a XDM 3.8 inch or 4 inch barrel, and they make them for those. So if you wondering, okay, so there it is. That's how it looks.